Hey everyone, Ismail Collier here, Ish your realtor from eXp Realty. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and I hope you are safe and happy and healthy. I wanted to take this opportunity today to talk about improving and maintaining a good credit score and a good credit report. We're in the middle of a very busy buying season and lots of buyers are in the market. And unfortunately, some of the buyers are not qualified to get a mortgage. So how can you improve your chances of being able to buy a house, being able to buy a co-op or condo, start a business and whatnot? Even if you have all the cash in the world, a good credit score and a good credit history is very relevant. For example, a co-op board will look at your credit history to determine whether you'll be able to pay your maintenance on time. Let's imagine you want to start a business. A landlord may still look at your credit history to determine whether you'll be able to pay your rent on time and so forth. So even if you're a 100% cash buyer, a credit history is still very relevant. And of course, if you're not a 100% cash buyer, then a good credit score and a good credit history is even more relevant. So what is it? What are the things that you can do? What are the steps that you can do to improve and maintain a good credit score and good credit history? It is not rocket science. It is entirely in your hand and it is entirely doable. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me share my screen and show you the 6 factors that affect a person's credit score and a credit history. At the end of it, I will also invite you to get in touch with me about ways to improve your credit score. If you have negative items on your credit report, if there are things that are affecting your credit score, I may be able to help you with that. So let's go ahead and share my screen with you. As you can see, my score is currently 818 out of a total of 850. That's an excellent credit score. It took me years and years of strategically planning for it to achieve that kind of score, and it is entirely doable. So let's go ahead and get started. What are the factors? What affects your credit score? What are the factors that affect your credit score? Number one is on-time payments. All right, that is the number one key. Lenders and creditors want to know whether you pay your bills on time or not, right? Ideally, what you want to do is you want to pay your entire bill when you get it, so you're not paying interest and you're not paying additional money on top of the purchase that you made. So ideally, you want to pay your entire balance when you get the bill. But if you're not able to, at the very least, send a minimum payment before the due date, so your payment is not registered as late, right? Because a late payment is a huge impact, a negative impact on your credit score. So on-time payment is absolutely critical and crucial to having a good credit score. Next thing is oldest credit line. How old is your oldest credit card or credit account? The older, the better, right? So don't close credit cards just for no reason. Try and keep it active, keep it alive, even if you use it just for 10, 20 bucks, 100 bucks a month, use it, pay it off each month and keep it alive. Next is credit used. How much of the available credit are you using? Let's imagine you have 5 credit cards and each one of them you have a limit of 10,000. So that means total credit available to you is 50,000. Well, out of 50,000, how much are you using? How much have you used up? How much shopping have you done, right? So a person who has used 5,000 out of 50,000 is in a lot better shape than somebody who has used 25,000 out of 50,000, right? So someone who has used 25,000 out of 50,000 is said to have used 50% of their credit, available credit, whereas the person who's used 5,000 out of their 50,000 has used about 10% of their available credit. As you can see, that's the case with me. I have 10% usage of my available credit, and that puts me in an excellent place. My oldest credit my oldest credit line is 12 years, and that just puts me in a good place, not even excellent. So excellent would be over 15 years. Next 3 factors that affect a person's credit score is recent inquiries. How many new recent inquiries have been placed on your account? And this has to do with you shopping for credit cards, you shopping for mortgage, you shopping for auto loans, and so forth. So you want to minimize it. You don't want to apply for credit cards unnecessarily. Be very strategic about which credit card you want, which credit card you apply, and so forth. Sometimes we go to department stores and they offer you a credit card on the spot at the checkout for 10% or 20% additional on your purchase that day, right? Is it really worth it, right? If your shopping for that day is $200, 10% is going to be additional $20 off. Is a hit on your credit report worth the $20? That's something you got to decide. But in general, you don't want to apply for too many credit cards and too many new inquiries. All right, so next thing is new accounts. How many new accounts have you actually opened up? How many new credit cards or a car auto loan or a home mortgage and so forth? You want to keep that again as at a minimum. All right, and then lastly, available credit. Above we talked about how much credit you have used out of the availability, but now we're talking about how much available credit is there to you. And this is an easy fix, right? So let's imagine, again, going back to those five cards that you have, and each one of them has a limit of $10,000. So you have available $50,000, right? This is an easy fix. You can simply call those creditors, those five credit card companies or whatnot, and ask them to increase your credit limit, right? Based on your history with them, a payment and so forth, they may choose to increase your credit limit. So let's say you have a limit of 10,000, you ask them to bump you up to 15,000. All right, now let's say you do that for all five of them. So instead of your available credit being 50,000, now you have bumped it up to 75,000. 15,000 times 5 is 75,000, right? So now the available credit that you have is 75,000, right? So, and that is one of the factors that affect a person's credit score. So that's an easy fix. That is something that you can easily achieve simply by making those calls. Some credit card companies will actually give you that option in your online account when you log in. So these are the 6 factors that affect a person's ability to have a good credit score and maintain a good credit score. A good credit score is super important in your ability to buy property, buy a car, lease a car, start a business, and so forth. Now, if you do have negative items on your credit report or credit score, it's not the end of the world. There are steps that you can take to improve and eliminate those negative items. I do have a product available that I can put you in touch with, and that will help you remove those negative items, bring up your credit score, but also offer you credit monitoring, identity theft protection, as well as other financial products. Reach out to me. Let's talk more about it. 914-215-1540, 914-215-1540. Financial education, your credit score, credit history is super important, and it is completely in your control. You can certainly maintain control over it and excel and thrive at it, but you do have to take decisive action in order to get there. So again, reach out to me, Ishmael Kolia, 914-215-1540. You can also email me at ishyourrealtor@gmail.com. If you're looking to buy a house or if you're looking to sell your property, you can go to my website and look for properties in your area within your budget. If you're looking to find out what is the value of your house, you can also go to my website and plug in your address and get the valuation of your house. The website is ishyourrealtor.com. If you like this video, if you learned something new, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Tell me what you found useful. Tell me what else you'd like to learn from me in this area in terms of real estate and financial literacy and credit and so forth. Again, I really appreciate your time. 914-215-1540. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.